Okay. Welcome everyone to our Career Academy for today, October 13th. Just some housekeeping rules and things for you to know about Career Academy. This Career Academy, which is called Preparing for a Virtual Career Fair. If you attend 5 of the 8 sessions that we have to offer this semester, you will be entered to win a career, or you will be giving, a Career Academy badge. The enter to win comes next. But by the way, all surveys need to be done by December 1st. Also, with the Career Academy badge that you will get for attending 5 of the 8 sessions, you will also be entered to win a 7th generation iPad. So you'll be entered into a raffle to win that iPad, which is courtesy of a grant given by Enterprise Holdings. And then if you are, or your friends, so you guys are here now, but if you know of any friends or you missed some of the other career academies, we record all of them and we put them up on our website for you to watch when it's convenient for you. And in watching them, we ask that you complete the survey so you can get your badge as well as be entered into the drawing. All surveys are posted on our website. The website link is there. I will also put it in the chat. And if you're on the website, it's under next steps and attend events and workshops. Okay? So I will now pass it over to Sarah.
Thank you, Joy. I'm not muted, right? Okay, great.
Nope.
So thank you guys for coming today. We're really excited about this. We are hosting our very first virtual fair. So we're kind of learning right along with you. So our topics for discussion today are updating your resume, researching companies, creating your schedule, which is really important to do before the day of the fair. We're going to do an elevator pitch exercise, and then we'll give you some tips for the day of the fair, professional etiquette, as well as how to stay organized, and then sending thank you emails. So that's kind of our outline today. And Gina is our first person up. So Gina, take it away. Thank you.
So we're really excited to be hosting this event, and there are several things you can start doing to be prepared and put your best foot forward. One of those things is having your resume updated. So your resume at this point should be 1 page. It should be clear, concise, and updated. Feel free to schedule an appointment with your career coach. You can do that on Handshake under Career Center. But we encourage that your resume is updated and set to visible. So once, it doesn't have to be approved, but you are able to set it to visible. And you can do that by going to your settings on your resume. So that way, when you're meeting with employers one-on-one, you'll have the opportunity, or they'll have the opportunity to see your resume. Thank you. And we highly recommend that when you're, because once you register for the workshop, for the actual event, the Career Connections Day, you do have to sign up for one-to-one sessions with employers. So you can take a look at the list of employers that are attending and do research before talking to these employers. So you're go to their website, make sure that you know what kind of company they are, who their target audience is, and you can decide who you're interested in speaking with and sign up for their one-on-one sessions or their group sessions as well. They may have some job openings as well, so be sure to take a look at what they're looking for. There may be some restrictions in terms of if you're a freshman or a sophomore, you may not be able to register for those one-on-one sessions, but there may be, the employer might have group sessions that you can sign up for. And it's always good to kind of just understand the employer and what they're looking for. So even if you're a freshman and sophomore and don't qualify to sign up for this one-on-one sessions, you can start preparing and targeting your resume and gaining more experience, whether you're involved in campus and maybe volunteering. That way you're gearing your resume more towards those jobs down the line as well. So again, research the company and job openings online before you schedule your sessions. This will help you guide your inquiries and allow you to highlight your related skills. So if you need help with this, or if you're not sure, again, feel free to contact your career coach, but we suggest that to prepare yourself and put your best foot forward to research the company prior to scheduling those one-to-one sessions.
Thank you, Gina. I'm having some technical difficulties, so I have to stop share for a second. Does anybody have any questions that we can cover while I quickly change screens? Quickly, hopefully.
While you're doing that, Sarah, I will just note to everyone that I put in the chat the link for the survey, which you can fill out once this session is complete, as well as the link to our website so you can see our past sessions.
And I just want to underscore something really important for everyone that Gina has touched upon. If your resume isn't set to visible in Handshake, then the recruiters that are always on Handshake looking for students with certain backgrounds won't see you. And so you could miss out on many opportunities. So please make sure that your resume is set to visible by recruiters and employers.
Okay, can everybody see that?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now I can actually see it. So I guess creating your schedule for the day is sort of the most different piece of a virtual career fair. Well, of course, not being in person is different as well. But this is something really important that you need to think of before the fair. So you can register for the fair right now. And when you do that, you can also sign up for your sessions. So this is how you'll actually meet with employers. So there are two different options for sessions. There are one-to-one sessions, which are 10 minutes long. And then there are group sessions, which are about 30 minutes long. And not every employer has scheduled group sessions. So if you don't see one, that's probably why. But that's a great way to kind of get to understand the organization and have a little bit more time with them. But again, you'll be with other students. So you'll want to, once you register, sign up for these sessions. And we will do a walkthrough at the end of the presentation. So we'll walk you through what it looks like in Handshake. Any questions? Good. Okay, Julia?
So preparing your elevator pitch sounds really intimidating for those of you that have never done it. It's actually not, and it's a great thing, and it's a great excuse to do so now, because if there's one thing that will get you hired more than anything else, it's your ability to articulate why you should be hired. An elevator pitch is designed so that you get in an elevator and the CEO of the top company that you ever wanted to work for, right? The CEO of Google is in that elevator with you, and you have until the first floor to convince that CEO of Google or whoever it is that they should keep talking to you and swap contact info and figure out who you are. So you really have no time, right? You have zero time to kind of say, hi, this is what differentiates me. That's what the elevator pitch is. So an employer looks at your resume. Do you know why? Because they want to see, okay, what's your GPA? What's your area of study? What are the classes that you've taken? What are the clubs that you're in? What did you make happen? What differentiates you? So a really easy way to figure out your elevator pitch is to ask your best friend or someone very close to you how they would describe you to someone if they had 2 sentences to do so. How would they describe you, right? So it's a very quick synopsis of your background and experience. It should explain your skills, and it should explain your assets, perhaps what you made happen that's different from someone else in your class or someone who's not someone who's a peer. It definitely is your chance to boast a bit about yourself if you do it in a humble way. In other words, don't say, I'm really smart. Say, I have a 3.5 GPA. That's a data piece that lets the employer know that you're intelligent. Don't say, I'm ambitious, I work hard, I'm telling you about myself, and I don't give you any data to back it up. Say, I'm a student athlete, so I balance athletics and academics. Say, I started this club. Say, I sold more brownies at a bake sale when I was in 4th grade. I don't care. Anything that differentiates you is what employers love. Okay, it's your chance to differentiate yourself, talk about what you've done and why you're different from your peers. Next slide. Here are some examples. Go back one more, Sarah, the examples. Can I do that here? Okay. So here are some examples to get you thinking. Feel free to take a picture of this on your phone. I just gave you a few from students that we've worked with, right? Really easy. And if so, think about you're an employer. Switch your thinking, and someone walks up to you at a virtual career fair, walks up to you online, and says, "Class of 2021, majoring in finance and data analytics at Mercy College. I have a 3.5 GPA, and I've had several internships in finance. I'm seeking a summer internship where I can continue to learn and contribute to a growing organization." I know exactly what that student brings to the table and exactly what they're looking for. One other example, I'm a math major in sophomore year, want to learn how I can leverage my strong numeric. Everything now is about numbers and data. My numeric ability with an employer where I can work hard and contribute. Try not to ask for anything from an employer. Try not to say, I'm really interested in, 6 weeks of vacation and the strongest making a lot of money. That's a get, right? You want to always focus on the give. I'm looking to contribute my skills to your organization. I'm a student athlete where I've proven myself capable of working on a team, losing and winning, and I'm interested in working for an employer that values team play and a strong work ethic. That's valuable. And that's an elevator pitch in 2 seconds.
Thanks, Julia. I keep clicking this, sorry. Will you be doing an exercise? Is anyone going to volunteer to give us their pitch?
I was going to save that for the end, Sarah, if they had questions or problems with it, because I think it's hard for them to think about it now, unless if anyone wants to volunteer right now and give their elevator pitch for some constructive criticism or feedback, please feel free.
Anyone brave enough?
Wave your
If
hand.
you can do it here, you can do it anywhere. This is a safe space.
And I'll also say at the end, if anyone wants to raise their hand and say, here's who I am, can you help me quickly figure out the basic elements of my elevator pitch, happy to stay on and help to do that.
Okay, we'll move on then. Jorlene, I believe you are up next.
So can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So let's talk about some tips for the day of the actual career fair, career connection, and also some professional etiquette tips as well. While there's no official dress code for a virtual career fair, you still want to dress appropriate or dress for success. As we always tell you guys, you should present yourself as if you were at a real in-person career fair, and this means wearing professional clothes. Yes, even though you're home, you got to put on your professional clothes and look groomed, okay? So make sure that your hair is brushed, and if you need to put on a little light makeup, make sure that you guys look professional, okay? And most importantly, that means that your camera has to be on. So we can't hide behind just our name. You need to show yourself on camera. Okay, make sure that your space, that the space that you're using is not distracting, that the background is not cluttered. I like to think that a blank canvas is probably your best bet. So just a blank wall, make sure that your lighting is good and it doesn't look like you're walking down a dark alleyway. Make sure you put some light on or at least be in front of a window or something so that they can see you. What does that mean? It means that your camera has to be on. All right, you also want to make sure that you test your technology well in advance to Career Connection Day. So even if it means testing it on a Zoom call with one of your career coaches or one of your classmates, make sure that the volume is working, your audio, your visual is working, and make sure that your internet is as close to your router as possible so that you can get the best connection. So we know that Sarah mentioned before that being organized is very important for virtual career fairs. So we want you guys to make sure that you take notes. This is only going to be about a 10-minute session with your one-on-one recruiter. So you want to take notes. You want to jot down their name. If they have their email address, you want to make sure that you get all of that information. You could even create a spreadsheet or a chart so that it's easy for you to remember or input the information about the connections that you made that day. This is very important because we expect you guys to send thank you emails at the end of your meet. So you want to send your recruiter or the individual that you met with, the contact, you want to send them a thank you letter thanking them for their time. And this can always make the difference between getting the interview and not. So you always want to reiterate why you are interested in working for them and that you are interested in keeping the connection and hopefully getting an interview.
Thank you, Dorleen. Okay, now we're going to do a walkthrough. So I'm going to stop sharing again so I can get the new screen. So bear with me. Again, if anybody has questions, is there any questions in the chat we can answer?
No questions there so far.
Great. I have too many screens, it seems. Screens.
And for those who are following along, I recommend that you, if you want, follow along with us. This will be recorded as well, so we can share it with you again, but it's a great opportunity to follow along and register for the one-on-one sessions that you may be interested in as well.
Thank you, Gina. Okay, can everyone see my screen that is Handshake? Okay, good. So you'll want to log into Handshake. This is usually around your landing page, so I just wanted to be on a random page so you can navigate there. Then you're going to want to click on Events. And this will show you all of our upcoming events, but in order to filter down, just click Career Fair. And that will show you our one and only first virtual Career Connections Day. So it's very easy to register. You just click it, and then you hit register, and you're registered, done, but you're not done, because you want to make sure that you sign up for your individual employer sessions by clicking here. Without signing up for these sessions, you really have no one to meet with. So you want to make sure you do this ahead of time. So you'll see here the different employers that are coming that have available sessions to you. It's important to note that some employers have set qualifications. So they've said, they only want to meet with seniors in a particular major. If they've done that and you don't meet those qualifications, they will not show up on this list for you to meet with. You can always reach out to us if you think there's an error, and we'll see if we can fix it. But you'll want to go through this list and see, who is coming of interest to you, who has jobs that you'd like to apply for, or who do you want to talk to, learn more about. The New York State Police, S&P Global. As you can see, some employers have group sessions and then some have one-on-one. You can sign up for both of those if you're interested as well. But I just wanted to show you the different employers that are coming with sessions open. That's just page one, but for practical sake, we will sign up for a session with Mercy College. So I would click one-on-one with Mercy College because that's my decision. I want to meet with someone at Mercy College. It looks like Michael Masiello is the person attending, and these are his open sessions. So you'll pick one that works well for you. So I would say 2:40 sounds great, and then confirm. Now Michael will be notified that you set up a one-on-one session with him. So that also shows up for you right here. So if you, for some reason, can't make it, you'll want to cancel that session. Otherwise, to the employer, it'll look like you're a no-show for an interview. So I have signed up for that session, but I'll show you how to cancel just in case you want to. So click on that and then say cancel reservation. And you can leave a note, I believe. Yep. So just testing the system. Sorry. So he knows but he's gotten a few of these already because we've been testing a lot. So then cancel session, and then that will be removed. But ideally, you're meeting with, 5 to 10 employers. So you'll have all those sessions laid out for you here, and you will just log into the system during the time of the event, and there'll be a blue launch button. So you'll just click launch for each individual session. So the actual fair is hosted within Handshake. So I'm going to stop sharing now. Does anyone have questions about that?
I do.
Okay.
I saw, well, first of all, hi, I'm Abigail. I saw online that like one of the companies were, for example, New York City hospitals, but when I look at the sessions, I don't see their sessions there or them at all.
Yes, we looked into this, and I feel like was it Abigail, Darlene, that we were working with? Let me see if they set qualifications, because they may have set qualifications, which is saying for whatever they did set, whether it be GPA, class level, major, that would remove the session from your view. So you wouldn't be able to see it to be able to sign up for it. But let me look from my view to see if they have done that.
So basically, we're working with that specific employer to make sure that the qualifications are open for you guys. So give us maybe another day or so, and you should be able to go back in and make a one-on-one with them.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
And it looks like they have set qualifications, yeah. Unfortunately, from our view, we can't see what those qualifications are, but I do have a ticket, a help desk ticket into Handshake to figure out how we can bypass that.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. I hope we can fix it. We will fix it.
Okay.
Any other questions, guys? I'm going to bring you back to my screen share so I can bring up the QR code.
While you do that, Sarah, I'll just jump in and say or reiterate that you can make more than one session. So you can see multiple employers. Don't limit yourself to just one. There are many companies that are looking to hire our Mercy students. So make sure that you take full advantage of Career Connection Day.
I agree completely, Dorleen. Thank you for noting that. Just like if you went to an in-person fair, you wouldn't just go meet with one employer. You'd meet with several to kind of learn and network and see what kind of opportunities are out there.
And while we're at it, this is a COVID employer marketplace and a particularly challenging time for employers themselves who have oftentimes had to downsize. And so the employers who are willing to come virtually to Career Connections Day with opportunities are those who are experiencing growth and hiring. So be flexible. And even if this might not have been a job you perhaps would have thought about applying for, spend some time with the employer to learn. It's a very easy, simple way. You don't have to go anywhere to learn about an internship that does appeal to you because of your skills, but might not appeal to you because it's foreign and you hadn't thought about it. This is your opportunity to learn and to put yourself out there to speak with employers and learn about perhaps other things you hadn't thought about where your background is going to be necessary.
Thank you, Julia. Great point. On the screen is a QR code to the survey, but we can, of course, answer more questions. Is everyone in the room going to sign up for Career Connections Day and sign up for multiple sessions? I hope so. You could type yes in the chat.
Yep, people are saying yes.
Okay, good. I can't see anything.
And if I may add one piece of advice for students attending, as intimidating as this may look for some, it's okay for you to feel that way. I think that employers may feel that way to an extent, but if you feel like you mess up your elevator pitch or you felt like you could have done better, just kind of take notes and improve for the next session. And it's okay that this is a great practice round for you as well, because you can make a great impression. Or if you mess up, then you can always follow up with a thank you email and let them know that you had a great time speaking with them about what you could do to, if you wanted to apply for an opportunity at their company. So there's a lot of ways to kind of establish that relationship and potentially connect with them on LinkedIn after sending them a thank you email. So this is a practice round for you guys. And feel free to ask for help as well. So that's what your career coaches are here for. So don't get intimidating. And I think using big interview can help you get familiarized with talking to people, not like in person, but virtually, and like staring at a camera for a long time. So I really think that it's a great opportunity for you to practice your skills, interviewing skills, and just networking skills. And don't get intimidated. They're all here to meet you, and they're excited to meet you as well.
Thank you, Gina. That's a really good point to make. Employers are going to be feeling the same way. They're new to this as well. So don't worry. It's going to be okay. Everybody's kind of figuring this out as we go as well. I'm going to stop sharing now. Does everyone have that QR code? I think we left it up enough time.
Does any